Good afternoon and welcome to Champion Car Wash Field. The American National Anthem is happening as we speak. We apologize for the technical difficulties. With that, we'll go ahead and take our first 2-minute timeout. When we return, we'll get you the starting lineups here on 541radio.com and the score at 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Communications radio stations have joined forces with the News Review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
It wasn't until 1925 that the American Legion gave birth to its first youth program, and that was American Legion Baseball. And the emphasis was on citizenship and sportsmanship.
Travel ball, a lot of the times you go and you play and it's kind of just more of an individual game. But in Legion Baseball, it's more of a team working towards a goal, and I really appreciate that.
That you're playing for something more than just yourself. You're playing for all the past veterans who have served. You're playing for the people who are still serving in the military. And it's a huge honor to be part of this program.
Starting defensively for your Clintonville, Dr. Stewart. Playing right field, number 8, Taj Flora. Playing center field, number
Welcome back here to Champion Car Wash Field. Apologies once again for our technical difficulties. We were unable to get on air on time on the radio due to some problems back in our studio, but we are connected, and we should be good to go for this matchup between the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts and the Medford Mustangs here at Bill Gray Legion Stadium, Champion Car Wash Field. The Roseburg Dr. Stewarts now 7-9 on the season, facing off against the 19-2 Medford Mustangs, and let's go ahead and jump right in to the starting lineup for the Medford Mustangs. Leading things off is Easton Curtis, the center fielder. Jackson Rosenthal is the right fielder, batting second. Keller Bloodworth is the shortstop, batting third. Sean McFall, the third baseman, in the fourth spot. Tristan Malari is the first baseman, batting fifth. Grady Sickler is the DH, batting sixth. Keegan Painter is the second baseman in the seventh spot. Brady Patterson, the catcher, behind the plate. And Cade Pedersen is the left fielder, batting ninth. Also have to apologize for our folks watching on the video stream. We just have the wide camera behind home plate. First pitch is up and inside Easton Curtis. 1 ball and no strikes as we're underway at 4:02 on this Monday afternoon. Pitch from Danner Wirtz is in for a strike. So 1 ball and 1 strike from Danner. We only have the camera from behind home plate. Over the weekend, they were working on adjustments to the other cameras in the ballpark as the pitch drops in for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes from Wirtz. With that, they moved the center field camera and readjusted the cameras on the first base and third base sides. While doing that, they also switched the routing. Pitch is flown out towards right field by Curtis, and it goes foul off to the right of the chunk. And so with them readjusting the routing, we think, at least us in the press box, since getting here around 3 o'clock, they changed the Wi-Fi for those cameras, and so they all have to be on the same IP address. To us in the press box right now, it appears that the only one that's still on the same Wi-Fi is the one behind home plate. Wirtz pitch is fouled back. We'll do the 1 ball, 2 strike pitch one more time. And so with that, we only have the wide angle today for our folks watching online. So we do apologize that we can't put up the production that we typically do, but we are doing the best that we got here today on this Monday. Wirtz pitch is fouled away down the left side by Easton Curtis. And we'll do the 1 ball, 2 strike pitch once again. So Danner Wirtz gets the start today for Roseburg. Just finished his freshman season with the Roseburg Indians playing in this ballpark. He's 1-0 on the season. Total of 5 earned runs, a 2.50 ERA across a total of 14 innings pitched. 1-2 is popped up and out of play once again. Wirtz has allowed 14 hits in the 14 innings. 4 walks, 5 strikeouts. Thrives on weak contact. 1-2 pitch. Curtis fouls it away off towards the right field side. Man, he is battling at the plate here in the top of the first inning at Champion Car Wash Field. Dr. Stewart's today wearing their white jerseys. Orange letters and numbers with a blue trim as now Curtis steps out of the box, calls time. So 1 ball and 2 strikes here in the top of the first. The pitch from Wirtz lifted in the air out towards center field. Over to make the catch is Dane St. Clair as he charges in and grabs it for out number 1. So an F8 to start. Jackson Rosenthal will now stand in. Taking a look at the defense today for the Dr. Stewarts. Out in left field, it is Fletcher Coleman. In center field, Dane St. Clair. Out in right, Taj Flora. In the infield, left to right, Daniel Withers at third. Paxton Burke at shortstop. Logan Anderson at second base. Jake Johnson at first base. And behind the plate catching is Cal Robbins. Ty Hellenthal is the DH. 1 ball and no strikes after the first pitch missed outside. Wirtz's second pitch also outside. 2 balls and no strikes to Jackson Rosenthal. Rosenthal, the right fielder from Ashland, just finished up his first season at Lassen College, playing junior college baseball in California. Takes a pitch low and away. 3 balls and no strikes. Medford, they were undefeated this past weekend at the Coach K Memorial Classic at Eagle Point. They won the tournament with an undefeated record. Wirtz comes to the plate and fires in a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike to Rosenthal. Good weekend for Medford. Pulled off a walk-off victory against the Reno Knights. 3-1, check swing. He went around. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Rosenthal. So a full count to Rosenthal. 1 out, top of the first. The pitch from Wirtz. Down and inside, and it's a walk. So the first base runner is aboard for the Mustangs here in the top of the first inning. 0-0 the score, and Keller Bloodworth will come up to the plate. Bloodworth, the shortstop, 3-hole hitter, stands in. I'd like to thank our sponsor, Roseburg Disposal, our pregame show sponsor. We weren't able to thank them in game number 1, but let them make the run to the dump for you. You can call Roseburg Disposal at 673-7122. Runner at first, 1 out. The pitch from Wirtz, a breaking ball that drops outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Bloodworth at the plate, also from Ashland. Just wrapped up his first season of college at Feather River College out in Northern California. 1-0 pitch. Another breaking ball from Wirtz, in for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Wirtz, he's coming off an impressive performance against the Eugene Challengers. Last Wednesday, did a pretty good job on the mound, throwing 7 innings, throw back towards first base, and back there safely is Rosenthal. Picked up the win in game number 1 of a doubleheader last Wednesday. Allowed 6 hits, 4 runs, only 3 were earned with 3 strikeouts and 3 walks. 1-1 pitch, up and inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 7-inning performances this season for Wirtz through 7 innings in a 9-inning game against Fairfield. That was on June 16th. Throw back towards first base, and Rosenthal is back there safely. Against Fairfield, he only allowed 2 earned runs across the 7 innings with 8 hits, a walk and 2 strikeouts. Ground ball up the middle. Burkfields goes to 2 for 1. The throw to first base, a double play. The Knocks turn 2 as Wirtz has a 3-up, 3-down, top of the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left stranded. We now head to the bottom of the first inning. The score is 0-0 here on 541radio.com and the score 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Welcome back here to Champion Car Wash Field. Bottom of the first inning, 0-0 the score after a 1-2-3 inning defensively for the Dr. Stewarts. They come up to the plate, even at 0. Leading things off is Paxton Burke, the shortstop, followed by Logan Anderson, the second baseman, Cal Robbins, the catcher. On the mound is Dominic Daffrin, the right-hander, a recent graduate from North Medford, heading off to Lynn Benton. Swing and a miss by Burke on the first pitch to him. 0-1. So Paxton Burke is leading things off here in the bottom of the first inning. The switch-hitting shortstop batting as a lefty. Daffrin winds and delivers. The 0-1 pitch is outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Taking a look at the batting lineup for the Dr. Stewarts. Burke leading things off. Logan Anderson in the 2 spot. Robbins in the 3 hole, as mentioned. Daniel Withers is batting 4th. Burke fouls off the pitch, and shaking up behind the plate is Brady Patterson. Got him on the upper thigh. He's going to take a few moments to try to walk that one out. And as he does that, we'll continue with the starting lineup. Jake Johnson is the first baseman, batting 5th. Dane St. Clair is the center fielder, batting 6th. Taj Flora out in right field, batting 7th. Fletcher Coleman, the left fielder, batting 8th. And Ty Helmthal is the DH for the Dr. Stewarts. That is the starting lineup for Roseburg. 1 ball and 1 strike to Paxton Burke. 1 ball and 2 strikes, I should say. The pitch is fouled back, and we'll do it again. So Burke at the plate, the leadoff hitter this season. Batting .359, 3 doubles and a triple. 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Medford today, the red jerseys, gray pants, blue and red socks, navy blue cap with a red brim. Pitch is outside, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch to Burke. It is outside, and it's going to be a walk to the shortstop. So leadoff walk for Paxton Burke. Came in with a .435 on base percentage, and he puts it to work. Leadoff man is aboard for the Dr. Stewarts in the bottom of the first inning. 0-0 the score. Logan Anderson will now stand in. Second on the team in batting average behind left fielder Fletcher Coleman. Although Anderson has quite a bit more ABs this season. In fact, he has more than double the amount of at-bats this year compared to Coleman. Throw back towards first base, and back there safely is Burke. Anderson shows bunt, bunts it back, and it's foul. 0-1. So no balls, or rather 1 ball and no balls and 1 strike with nobody out with the runner at first base. Burke this season, total of 3 stolen bases. That's second on the team behind Dane St. Clair. Throw goes back towards first base. Sean McFall, who's the third baseman, was running in anticipating the bunt, got maybe like 5 feet away from the home plate side. He's standing well in the grass right now at third base, anticipating the bunt. He charges in. Anderson pulls it back, and he takes a pitch outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 doubles, a triple, 4 RBIs this season for Anderson. He scored 11 runs, which leads the team. 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball up and inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Sirens going off behind us. A hot, warm day in the Umpqua Valley. 89 degrees, the temperature at first pitch. 2-1 pitch. Anderson swings and fouls it back. Burke was running on the pitch. He'll have to retreat back towards first base. Dominic Daffrin, 2-time second team All-Southwest Conference pitcher. He's committed to Lynn Benton Community College. Him and Jake Johnson had a couple of really nice duels over the spring season between North Medford and Roseburg. Dr. Stewart's coming away victorious in each of them. Rather, the Indians coming away victorious in each of them, as this one's fouled away. There was a 1-0 pitcher's duel in favor of Roseburg down at North Medford High School, game number 1 of a doubleheader. Just a 2-out rally, 3 straight singles in the 4th inning for Roseburg, and they were able to take the lead 1-0 and then never let go. Jake Johnson, a complete game shutout. Pitch is up and inside, 3 balls and 2 strikes from Daffrin. There was an appeal down towards the field umpire, and they say that Anderson did not go around. So full count pitch upcoming. Here it is. Anderson swings and fouls it away. Do the 3-2 pitch again. Special thanks to our sponsor, Barnes Heating & Cooling, your complete energy company. Visit barnesheatingandcooling.com or call 541-459-1545. Anderson looking out towards the pitcher, and Daffrin gets ready, sees the pitch, and it's fouled away. So we'll do the full count pitch again to Anderson. Dr. Stewart's finally home. It's been a long week of baseball on the road. 2 games in Eugene last Wednesday. Then games on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday down at Eagle Point, and then back at home this Monday. Home again tomorrow, a doubleheader against Eugene starting at 12. We'll have the pregame rolling right here on the Score at 11:45 a.m. Joey Keyran going to be on the call for those ones. Throw back towards first base, and diving back there safely is Burke. But the Dogs had a doubleheader on Friday and a doubleheader on Wednesday. Been a total of 7 games in the past 5 days as Anderson shoots one into center field for a base hit. Anderson has the MSK True Value first hit of the game. Make sure your summer projects are a hit with a stop by the MSK family of stores in Myrtle Creek and Tri-City.
The next batter, number 14.
2-1 and nobody out for Cal Robbins. Was talking with Cal before the game, and he was grateful to be back home after that long road trip. Coming out is John King. Talk things over with Daffrin. Pitching coach is Brett Wolf, his 4th season, former North Medford head coach. John King, this is his 2nd season, Eagle Point graduate. So he was back in his old stomping grounds over the weekend. Eagle Point did a great job hosting the Coach K Memorial Tournament. Honestly, a really nice venue in the Rogue Valley. Got the 2 baseball fields set up, plus the hitting facility. They certainly got it going on. Really good burgers as well out in the concession stand. I have to admit, the Eagle Point baseball team did a pretty good job with that. Overall, really great hosts, and certainly enjoyed my time at Eagle Point this year compared to last year being at North Medford High School at Jim Maccabee Field. Felt like Eagle Point was certainly an elevated facility for a tournament of that size. So 2-1 and nobody out in the bottom of the 1st inning. Robbins at the plate. Looks at the first pitch, bounce outside and get past the catcher, Brady Patterson. It was a breaking ball from Daffrin that certainly didn't go the way that he had hoped. Landed in the left-handed hitter's box and got past the catcher, Patterson. Burke ends up at third base, Anderson at second. 2 in scoring position, nobody out. In the bottom of the first inning, the Dr. Stewarts with an opportunity to take the lead. Again, we apologize for you folks watching online. If you're not, and you're listening on the radio right now, you can head over to 541radio.com or on our YouTube channel at 1490 The Score and watch the live video simulcast. Again, we just have the wide angle today due to technical difficulties outside of our control. Robbins takes the pitch outside. 3 balls and no strikes. First base is open. Daniel Withers is on deck. Swing and a miss. I believe 2-1. So Robbins gets back in the box. This season, Robbins, for the Dr. Stewarts, a .320 average. 12 hits. Double and a triple, plus a home run. Swing and a miss. 2 strikes to count. 12 RBIs this year for Robbins. That leads the team heading into his junior season after playing his first season 6A baseball this spring with the Roseburg Indians. 2-2 pitch. Popped out of play off towards the first base side. His brother Luke also transferring from Douglas High School with him. 2 of them both played for the Indians baseball team this spring. Luke was a member of the football team in the fall. A linebacker and backup quarterback. Was a quarterback at Douglas High School. Now going to go play some college football. Pitches outside. Now the count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count pitch upcoming. 2 in scoring position. Dr. Stewart's looking to take an early lead. Payoff pitch. Robbins pops it up out towards the third base side. Heading out towards the dugout. And it drops just left of the dugout. Out in that area was the catcher, Brady Patterson. He couldn't track it down. But Lukey's going off to the College of the Siskiyous to go play college football. I was talking with Cal, and he was saying, going to be projecting as a linebacker. Doesn't know yet, inside or outside linebacker. More of an interior linebacker with the Indians program in the spring. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. So we'll do the 3-2 again. Again, Daniel Withers is on deck. Cleanup hitter for the Dr. Stewarts. Slight breeze blowing out towards right field. It still is a warm day on the turf. Payoff pitch. Robbins slaps it into right field for a base hit. That'll score Burke from third base. Anderson holds up at third. It's an RBI single for Cal Robbins. As the Dr. Stewarts take the lead in the bottom of the first inning, it is 1-0. Roseburg leading. So a good start for the Dr. Stewarts, a walk and 2 singles. Runners on the corners in this 1-0 ball game.
The next batter, number 10, Daniel Withers.
So nobody out. Runners on the corners for Daniel Withers, the third baseman. Withers just wrapped up his first season at Umpqua Community College. Daffrin out of the stretch, delivers a first pitch that's popped in the air out towards center field. Easton Curtis sprints into the alleyway to make the catch, tagging at third base is Anderson. He's going to come home and score. And that's another run for Roseburg. It's 2-0. It's now an out on the board. It's 2-0 with a runner at first base for Jake Johnson. So here's Johnson against Daffrin. These two may be teammates at Lynn Benton Community College this upcoming season. Daffrin committed there, and Johnson verbally committed there. Fouls it away on the first pitch to him, 0-1. Was asking Jake if that's where he was going to go before the game, and he said that's the plan. He's verbally committed to Lynn Benton, but he has not signed anything official as of right now. Don't know the status about Daffrin, but I do know that he is committed to Lynn Benton. 0-1 pitch. Upstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike. So a couple of future NWAC players, future teammates competing against here in the Legion Ball season. Pitch to Johnson is inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Was talking before the game with Robbins again, and we were talking about Lynn Benton, the program they had. Bryant Starr, who is the shortstop for the Roadrunners, him and Brooks Avery, the former Roseburg Indian, were competing. But Robbins remembered Starr from last year playing with the Mid-Valley team. And now he's playing NWAC baseball. Just won the NWAC with the Roadrunners in the spring. Back-to-back titles for Lynn Benton Community College. So a prestigious NWAC school out here in the Pacific Northwest, a desirable location. 2 balls and 1 strike. 1 out and a runner at first. The pitch is way outside. That'll advance Robbins to second base. So runner in scoring position. 3 balls and 1 strike for Johnson. Jake batting just .244 on the young season. Hit over .400 with the Indians in the spring. 3-1. Lines it out towards the left side of the field on 1 hop. The shortstop Bloodworth fields it deep in the hole, and Johnson ends up at first base with an infield single. Just kind of fluttered off towards the left side of the field, dropped in the dirt, and deep in the hole, Bloodworth came over and fielded it on 1 hop. A little bit too late for him as Johnson was racing down the line. So that's the 3rd hit of the inning for Roseburg. 2 on, 1 out. Dane St. Clair stands in. First pitch to St. Clair. Takes a fastball, up and away, 1 ball and no strikes. St. Clair this season with the Dr. Stewart's a .261 average. 12 hits, 7 singles, 4 doubles, and a triple with 6 RBIs. 1-0 pitch. St. Clair shoots it into right field for a blooper base hit. Advancing over to third base is Robbins. Johnson over to second. Station to station they go as the Stewies are swinging it. 4 hits. And the bases are juiced with 1 out. Brings up Taj Flora, the right fielder. Flora had an impressive game against the Salem WellCare Dodgers a couple of days ago on Saturday. Went 3 for 4. Scored 2 runs, had 2 RBIs, plus had a Little League home run down the left field line. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Corner of the infield, playing in at least at first base. Tristan Malari is. Flora lines the ball into left field. That'll score at least 1. Around third is Johnson, and he has a head-first slide into home plate safely. It's a 2 RBI single by Taj Flora. And the Ducks extend the lead. It is now 4-0. So Robbins and Johnson come in. St. Clair heads over to second. And now the 8th batter of the inning, Fletcher Coleman, as mentioned earlier, the team leader in batting average, .412 on the season with 7 singles. And a total of 17 at-bats. Still just 1 out in the inning. Pitch to Coleman, grounded up the middle. At short, Bloodworth fields. He goes to 2 for 1. The throw to first base, a double play. So, 4 runs come in on a total of 4 hits. Make it 5 hits. No errors and 1 left stranded. We now head to the top of the second inning. The score is 4-0. Roseburg with the lead here on 541radio.com. And the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Johnson Lumber Company, a forward-thinking family company, has been operating in the Douglas County community for over 60 years. Founded by Don R. Johnson, the man who set the tone of commitment to these local communities by providing stable, long-term employment. D.R. Johnson Lumber Company understands the significance of investing in our youth because they are the foundation of our future. That's why they're a proud supporter of Roseburg Doc Stewart's. Come watch the Docs swing some lumber with D.R. Johnson Lumber Company. Go Docs!
Top of the second inning, special thanks to our sponsor, Flyaway Travel. Contact the travel experts at Travel Leader Flyaway Travel and make sure you have an agent in your corner. You can call 541-672-5701. Again, apologies for the late start today. Our troubles back in the studio. Special thanks to head coach Tim Sester. Got to interview him before the game, but we were unable to play that interview, so special thanks to him for giving us his time. Apologies that we weren't able to play that interview. Sean McFall, the third baseman, followed by Tristan Malari and Grady Sickler, due up. First pitch for Danner Wirtz, in for a strike, 0-1. So the heart of the order due up for the Medford Mustangs. Heart of the lineup brought to you by Floors by Design. 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Flooring is at the heart of every home, and Floors by Design is the premier location in Douglas County, offering the latest and greatest from the industry's leading manufacturers. You can visit Roseburg Flooring for more information. That's roseburgflooring.com for more information. 2 balls and 1 strike from Danner Wirtz. Vague right-hander delivers a breaking ball for a strike, able to connect with the low outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 4-0 the score. It's the Dr. Stewart's with the lead. A 4-run first inning on 5 hits. 2-2 pitch. Chopper off towards the left side, and it goes foul. And in that pregame interview with head coach Tim Sester, he mentioned about a couple of times how they needed to start early, get some runs on the board, and help their pitchers out. They can only ask so much of their pitchers. They've been doing a pretty good job on the mound. They just need to put across more runs, and they certainly did that in the first. Pitch is fouled away, and we'll do the 2-2 again. He also mentioned over the weekend how you can't sit on a lead. Teams aren't going to quit. You got to keep trying to score, and the Docs scored 4 in the first. That's a start. 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Rings him up on the low outside corner. It's a strikeout for Danner Wirtz, his first of the day. 1-0 the score, or rather 4-0 the score, 1 out. And the top of the second, Tristan Malari will now stand in. Pitch is down and inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Wirtz a 1-2-3 inning in the first, did issue a walk, but bounced back with a 6-4-3 double play. Malari takes low, 2 balls and no strikes. Both teams turning a double play in the first inning. Malari takes a fastball for a strike on the inside part of the plate, 2-1. It was Fletcher Coleman hitting into a 6-4-3 double play to get out of the 2-1 and 1 out jam for Dominic Daffrin. Ground ball up the middle on the 2-1 pitch, past the diving Logan Anderson into center field. And that's the first hit for the Medford Mustangs. Again, first hit brought to you by MSK True Value. Make sure your summer projects are a hit with a stop by the MSK family of stores in Myrtle Creek and Tri-City. Grady Sickler will now come to the plate after Malari's single. Runner at first, 1 out. And the DH Sickler will stand in. First pitch to him is taken for a strike, 0-1. Sickler from Cascade Christian, first team All-Southern Oregon Conference this past season with the Crusaders. 0-1, it's fouled away. I should say Challengers. No balls and 2 strikes. Hit .463 with 7 doubles, 9 triples, and 2 home runs, plus 44 RBIs. A large reason why he was able to make this Medford Mustangs squad. Also a good two-way player. Started 12 games and appeared in 16 games as a pitcher. Wirtz looks back towards first, ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. His pitch is flown out towards right center field. A long run for all of the outfielders, as well as the infielder in Anderson. But coming in and making the catch is Taj Flora for out number 2.
Now batting number 29, Keegan Painter.
So 2 outs, a runner at first base, top of the second, 4-0. The Dr. Stewart's with the lead. Keegan Painter will now come to the plate, the second baseman for the Mustangs. Throw back towards first base, and Malari is back there safely. Wirtz throws back towards first, keeping an eye on Malari. Again, Wirtz has thrown 7 innings in his first 2 outings of the year. Good start for him as his first pitch is fouled away by Keegan Painter. Painter from South Medford High School heading into his senior season, class of 2026. First team All-Southwest Conference as an infielder this past season with the Panthers. A 1 pitch, breaking ball, fouled away. So no balls and 2 strikes. Wirtz ahead once again. The right-hander trying to pound the zone. Throw strikes and let his defense do the work. The 0-2. Ground ball up the middle. Burke fields. He'll tap on the second base bag, and that is the top of the second. No one left stranded after 1 hit, no runs, and no errors. We're now headed to the bottom of 2. The score is 4-0. It's the Dr. Stewart's with the lead here on 541radio.com and the score 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
To expand your portfolio? Consolidate your investments with Palm Wealth Management. Our trusted team makes it easy to diversify and track your investments. Let Palm Wealth Management coordinate your financial strategy. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Turn your home into your dream sanctuary with help from Douglas County Farmers Co-op. For over 100 years, we've carried everything you need to keep your garden and crops green and growing, including a large selection of soil mixes, composts, fertilizers, and other soil amendments. You'll also find stones, boulders, gravel, and more to add structure and diversity to your yard. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Brook Communications radio stations have joined forces with the News Review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with Lotus Media Group, LLC.com.
Bottom of the second inning, 4-0 the score. It's the Dr. Stewart's with the lead. Special thanks to our sponsor, Winston Auto Care. Don't strike out with car troubles. Call Winston Auto Care at 541-679-8685. Your home team for auto repair for over 25 years. Ty Hellenthal, Paxton Burke, and Logan Anderson, 2 up. Batters 9, 1, and 2. So the Dr. Stewart's with the lead in the bottom of the second inning, looking to add on to it. Dominic Daffrin still out there for Medford. The right-hander winds and delivers a first pitch strike, 0-1 to Hellenthal. Hellenthal, the DH, his 9th game of the season, batting .278 on the year, takes the pitch outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Just 5 hits with 4 singles and a double, 5 RBIs for Hellenthal. Lines it out towards the shortstop. Leaping play made by Keller Bloodworth for out number 1. 1 out, nobody on. Top of the order back up. Second time through for the Dr. Stewarts. Paxton Burke led off last inning with a walk. Came in to score one of the 4 runs last inning. There were 5 hits, 4 runs. Great start for Roseburg. Daffrin winds and fires First pitch, a swing and a miss by Burke, 0-1. Now, the Dr. Stewarts, they faced off against Medford about a week and a half ago. 2 weeks ago on Wednesday, the exact date. The 0-1 fouled back by Burke, 0-2. The Docs lost both games. First game, they led 3-2 going into the bottom of the fifth inning. 11 unanswered runs in the bottom of the fifth. Burke fouls it away and stays alive. Ended up losing that game 13-3 after the 11 unanswered runs came in, and the 10-run run rule was met by Medford. 0-2 pitch. Burke takes it outside, 1-2. Then game number 2, the Dr. Stewarts led late in the sixth inning. They were up by 3, 10-7. Burke takes it down and inside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Then it was a 6-run bottom of the sixth inning for Medford to take the lead, 13-10. They hung on and won by 3. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss by Burke. It's a strikeout for Daffrin, as that's his first strikeout. 2 up, 2 down to begin this bottom of the second inning. Brings up Logan Anderson. Anderson, a single and a run scored last inning. Nobody on for him, as the first pitch he sees is popped in the air out towards left field. In center field in the alleyway, Easton Curtis comes over and makes the catch for the final out. 3 up, 3 down, the Dr. Stewarts go. We're now headed to the third inning. 4-0 the score. It's Roseburg with the lead. Game number 1 of a doubleheader here at Champion Car Wash Field. Stick around for more. Third inning coming up on the other half of this break here on 541radio.com. And the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in our backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
At Douglas County Farmers Co-op, we want your four-legged friends to be healthy and happy. That's why we stock a carefully curated selection of pet, equine, and livestock supplies. From the premium foods your pets crave to grooming and show supplies that help you shine in the show ring, you'll find it at Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Our knowledgeable staff are here to help with those tough pet and livestock care questions. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Four to nothing the score, top of the third inning. Special thanks to our sponsor, DC Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop, as well as Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County. First pitch in the top of the third inning. It's outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Here in inning number 3, Danner Wirtz still out there for the Dr. Stewarts. The right-hander will wind and deliver. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed, 1-1. A swing and a miss by Brady Patterson, followed by Cade Pedersen and Easton Curtis. 8-9-1, 2 up. 1 ball and 1 strike to the catcher. And Patterson swings and grounds the ball past the diving Johnson at first base into right field. It's a leadoff single, second hit of the game for the Medford Mustangs as they trail by 4. Brings up Cade Pedersen. Pedersen from North Medford High School heading into his junior season, a left-hander for the Mustangs. He'll get into the box. He's got the navy blue stirrup socks. I think that's the fun part about American Legion Baseball. You see a lot more stirrup socks here. A lot more accessible. First pitch, Pedersen takes it high, 1-0. A little bit fun, you get Patterson and Pedersen back-to-back. I mean, if this guy played hockey, he'd probably be destined for the Vancouver Canucks. They have 3 Pedersens on their team right now. 1-0 pitch, fouled back. Funny enough, 2 of them have pretty much the same name for the Vancouver Canucks. They have Elias Pettersson, and then they have Elias Pettersson. Both spelt the same way, but said a little bit differently. And then they got Marcus Pedersen, who they acquired from the Pittsburgh Penguins at the trade deadline. Throw back towards first base. So they were just collecting Pedersens out there. Two of the Pedersens, defensemen, and then Elias. He's a forward. 1-1 pitch. Bunt towards the left side of the field. A pretty good bunt. Fielding it is the third baseman, Withers. He throws to first base, and Johnson popped out of the bag. The throw would have been in time, but Johnson left the bag a little bit early. So it puts runners at first and second. In the top of the third, nobody out for the Mustangs. They trail by 4, and now the top of the order back up, Easton Curtis. So an infield hit, and Curtis bunts it back, foul. 0-1. Curtis a fly out to center field, his first time up. Young man from North Medford, just graduated this past season, a returner for the Mustangs. Second team, first team, All Southwest Conference this past year. Committed to Lassen Community College. Pitch in for a strike. No balls and 2 strikes to Curtis. Really good basketball player as well. Had some moments in the winter season. And now Cal Robbins out to talk things over with Wirtz. Those two trying to get on the same page. Top of the third inning, 4-0 the score. It's the Dr. Stewarts with the lead. 5 hits in the first inning, a 1-2-3 inning offensively in the second. And now Medford looking to get going offensively in the top of the third. No balls and 2 strikes. Wirtz is ahead. The 0-2 fouled away by Curtis. Wirtz looks into Robbins, trying to get the pitch. Does, and fires one that's up the middle, grounded. Burkfield takes it himself to the second base bag and then throws to first base for a double play. Second double play turned by the Dr. Stewarts. 6-3 DP. Patterson advances over to third base, but 2 outs on the board as Wirtz gets the ground ball he needed. So 1 out, or rather 2 outs, a runner at third. Top of the third inning, and the first pitch down and inside to Jackson Rosenthal. 1-0. Rosenthal, he walked his first time up. Talented left-handed hitter for the Medford Mustangs. 1-0 pitch. Down low. 2 balls and no strikes from Wirtz. Rosenthal, the left-handed hitter, takes the pitch for a strike. 2-1. Rosenthal played in 43 games at Lassen this past season, primarily as a first baseman, hit over 300. Swings and misses, 2 balls and 2 strikes to him. Hit .304 with 10 doubles, a home run, 34 RBIs, that was 4th. 13 strikeouts, 16 walks. Really good season for him, and now back to playing Legion baseball. 2-2 pitch. Chopper up the middle. Tough play for Burke. He fields a high hopper, throws to first base, and he keeps it scoreless on the board for Danner Wirtz and his line. 2 hits, 1 left stranded. We now head to the bottom of the third. It is still 4-0. The Dr. Stewarts with the lead here on 541radio.com. And the score, 92.3 FM. And 1490 AM.
Successful companies have a very important secret. Good advertising works and makes them money. That's why your business should contact Lotus Media Group. Let us help you cash in with multimedia advertising. Multiple touches from Douglas County's only Google certified partner and most effective advertising platform. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen. LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
It wasn't until 1925 that the American Legion gave birth to its first youth program, and that was American Legion Baseball. And the emphasis was on citizenship and sportsmanship.
Travel ball, a lot of the times you go and you play and it's kind of just more of an individual game. But in Legion Baseball, it's more of a team working towards a goal, and I really appreciate that.
That you're playing for something more than just yourself. You're playing for all the past veterans who have served. You're playing for the people who are still serving in the military. And it's a huge honor to be part of this program.
Bottom of the third inning, it is 4-0 the score. Special thanks to our sponsor, Bowers Industrial, a proud supporter of our local community and youth sports. Dr. Stewart's back to the dish. Heart of the lineup coming back up. Batters 3, 4, and 5. Cal Robbins, Daniel Withers, and Jake Johnson. Dominic Daffrin, a 1-2-3 second inning. Robbins back up to the plate. Takes the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. Robbins, his first time up, an RBI single, looking to go 2 for 2 today. 0-1 to him. Takes a pitch outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Pretty good crowd on a Monday. Stands filling up behind the plate, slowly but surely. Good to see a lot of bodies in the bleachers. 1-1 pitch. Robbins fouls it away, off towards the right side. 1 ball and 2 strikes. But a pretty decent crowd that has just continued to grow throughout the afternoon. A 5-0-2 first pitch. Robbins takes it inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Doubleheader today, so the fans do get a twin bill. 2-2, up and inside, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Dr. Stewart's have another league doubleheader coming up tomorrow. They got 2 against the Eugene Challengers starting at noon. We'll have the pregame rolling at 11:45 a.m. Payoff pitch. Robbins fouls it away. We'll see another pitch. 3 balls and 2 strikes from Dominic Daffrin. Roseburg just 1-3 in Area 4 play. Medford, they're 5-1. Robbins takes the 3-2 for called strike 3. He thought he was heading to first with a walk. He's back to the dugout with the strikeout. Second strikeout for Daffrin. After struggling a bit in the first, figured it out in the second and continues the success in the third with the leadoff strikeout. Brings up Daniel Withers, 1 out, nobody on for the right-handed hitter. Fly out to center field his first time up. He swings and fouls back the first pitch, 0-1. Medford, their 1 loss this season. In Area 4 play, it was against the Grants Pass Nuggets. 0-1. Withers waits for an off-speed pitch, pops it up, off towards the first base side, and it's going to land just into the bleachers. Row 1 takes a weird hop and ends up out towards home plate. No balls and 2 strikes. Withers sends the ball in the air out towards left field. Charging in and getting called off was the left fielder, Cade Pedersen. Easton Curtis is the one that makes the catch for an F8 fly out. 2 up, 2 down to begin this top of the third inning, or the bottom of the third inning for the Dr. Stewarts. Brings up Jake Johnson. Single and scored. Back in the first. Swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. So he's looking to go 2 for 2 after a slow start to the season offensively. Johnson takes the 0-1 and pops it in the air out towards right field. Near the line, making the catch is Rosenthal, and it's another 1-2-3 inning for Dominic Daffrin. So we're through 3 innings. We're headed to the 4th. It is 4-0. Roseburg with the lead here on 541radio.com. And the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Brook Communications radio stations have joined forces with a news review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with Lotus Media Group, LLC.com.
It wasn't until 1925 that the American Legion gave birth to its first youth program, and that was American Legion Baseball. And the emphasis was on citizenship and sportsmanship.
Travel ball, a lot of the times you go and you play and it's kind of just more of an individual game. But in Legion Baseball, it's more of a team working towards a goal, and I really appreciate that.
That you're playing for something more than just yourself. I'm playing for all the past veterans who have served. We're playing for the people who are still serving in the military. And it's a huge honor to be part of this program.
First pitch here in inning number 4. Misses the zone, 1 ball and no strikes from Danner Wirtz. 4-0, the Dr. Stewart's with the lead. Wirtz's second pitch, it's outside. 2 balls and no strikes to Keller Bloodworth, followed by Sean McFall and Tristan Malari. So batters 3, 4, and 5 are the order again. Pitch is down low, 3 balls and no strikes. Our lineup is brought to you by Floors by Design. Flooring is at the heart of every home, and Floors by Design is the premier location in Douglas County. 3-0 pitch in for a strike, 3-1. They offer the latest and greatest from the industry's leading manufacturers. You can visit roseburgflooring.com for more information. Bloodworth flies it out towards left field. Fletcher Coleman into the alleyway makes the catch. Out number 1. One out, nobody on for Sean McFall. Strikeout looking his first time up. Eagle Point player at the plate. First pitch swinging is McFall. He pops it up. Robbins looked for another ball and now dives, makes the catch! Oh my goodness! Full catcher's gear and everything. He thought it was going out of play. He was asking for another ball from the umpire, and he said, hold up, I got to make this play. Sprinted over there. Dove, laid it all out on the line, and made the catch. Wow. So now 2 outs. The first pitch to Tristan Malari is outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Incredible play by Cal Robbins. Got a big hug from Jake Johnson, too. 1-0 pitch. It's fouled back. 1-1. Wow, wow, wow. Might be one of the best plays I've seen all year long here at Champion Car Wash Field. 1-1 pitch, a swing and a miss at the dirt. Robbins. I guess it's strike 3. So, it's a swing and a miss and a ball in the dirt. Malari goes down swinging, and that'll do it for the Mustangs. A 1-2-3 inning with an incredible play by Cal Robbins. We're halfway through this game, heading to the bottom of the 4th, 4-0 the score. It's the Dr. Stewart's with the lead here on 541radio.com and the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Bottom of the 4th inning, it is 4-0 the score.
Number 13, Dane St. Clair.
Brings up Dane St. Clair, a single his first time up. St. Clair followed by Taj Flora and Fletcher Coleman. First pitch from Dominic Daffrin. It's fouled back by St. Clair. 0-1. So 5 hits for the Dr. Stewarts. 3 hits for Medford. Halfway through this game, in the bottom of the 4th, St. Clair swings and fouls it back, 0-2. Dominic Daffrin has sent the Docs down in order. Innings 2 and 3. St. Clair fouls it back. 0-2. So the Dr. Stewarts leading 4-0. Incredible play by Cal Robbins, still speechless here. St. Clair checks his swing, and it's called strike 3. So a strikeout puts the first out on the board.
Next batter, number 8, Taj Flora.
Brings up Taj Flora. So that's the 3rd strikeout for Daffrin. As he continues to cruise through this Docs lineup after the first, Flora flies it out towards left field on the first pitch he sees. Cade Pedersen over to make the catch for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down to Stewart in the bottom of the 4th inning. Quick 1-2-3 inning in the top of the 4th inning, and then in the bottom of the 4th inning, 2 up, 2 down on just a few pitches. Fletcher Coleman, who grounded into a double play his first time up, takes a pitch for a strike at the knees, 0-1. Daffrin's retired the last 9 batters he's faced. Down and low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Has gotten 10 straight outs because Coleman, he grounded into that double play back in the first. Pitch is outside, 2 balls and 1 strike, so that was how he was able to get the final 2 outs in that first inning. Two balls and 1 strike to Coleman. Here's the pitch. It's outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. (3-1) to Coleman. Takes it at the letters for a strike. 3-2. So a full count with 2 outs and nobody on in the bottom of the 4th. Daffrin's pitch. Swing and a miss. 3 up, 3 down. The Dr. Stewarts go for the 3rd straight inning. Daffrin 2 strikeouts. He's up to 4 as we'll head to the 5th inning. The score is 4-0. The Dr. Stewarts with the lead here on 541radio.com. And the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Johnson Lumber Company, a forward-thinking family company, has been operating in the Douglas County community for over 60 years. Founded by Don R. Johnson, the man who set the tone of commitment to these local communities by providing stable, long-term employment. D.R. Johnson Lumber Company understands the significance of investing in our youth because they are the foundation of our future. That's why they're a proud supporter of Roseburg Doc Stewarts. Come watch the Docs swing some lumber with D.R. Johnson Lumber Company. Go Docs!
Top of the 5th inning, first pitch from Danner Wirtz is chopped up the middle off of himself and then off of Logan Anderson into center field. It's a leadoff single for Grady Sickler. So Medford gets their first hit of the game. Always trips me up. Going from North Medford, South Medford to the Legion Ball season, going just to Medford, especially with Medford wearing the red jerseys. You want to say that it is the Black Tornado. They're red and black colors, but it is the Medford Mustangs. So a leadoff single for Grady Sickler, the DH. Now Keegan Painter stands in. First pitch, he fouls it away. 0-1. So runner at first, nobody out in the top of the 5th inning. This game cruising on by. Special thanks to our sponsor, Palm Wealth Management, a member of D.A. Davidson and Company, member SIPC. Throw back towards first base, back there safely is Sickler. Brady Patterson on deck. So 6, 7, and 8 in this inning to start. Wirtz fires the pitch. That's a high chopper off towards left side. Burke, a tough pitch. Throws it towards first base on the run. Gets the out there for out number 1. Advancing over to second base is Sickler. So a 6-3 ground out. 1 out. Top of the 5th. 4-0. It's the Dr. Stewarts with the lead. Brings up Brady Patterson. Patterson, a single, his first time up. The catcher at the plate. Takes the pitch outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Patterson, first team All-Southwest Conference this past season at North Medford, heading into his junior season. Just a sophomore and already getting All-Southwest Conference accolades. 1-0 pitch from Wirtz. Line drive towards right field, and it goes foul. 1-1. Tanner Wirtz had a 1-2-3 fourth inning. Couple of flyouts. And a strikeout. Docs leading by 4. Trying to win against Medford. They led late in each of their 2 games against Medford down at Jim McAbee Field. It was late offense for the Mustangs that proved to be the difference. 1-1 pitch. It's high. 2 balls and 1 strike. After that game, the Docs went down 0-6 on the season. They've turned it around. They've won 7 of their last 10 games. They're 7-9 on the year. Couple of losses to Reno and Idaho Falls this past weekend and 1 to Eugene last week, but they've won every other game. 2-1 pitch is low, 3 balls and 1 strike. Won 1 game against Eugene to pick up their first Area 4 win of the season. They won all 3 games 2 weekends ago out in Clackamas, and then they went 3-2 this past weekend. Patterson fouls it away towards the first base side, 3 balls and 2 strikes. The Docs picked up wins against Corvallis, Salem, and Southern Oregon. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the left-handed hitter in Brady Patterson with a runner at second. Wirtz kicks and fires the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him to whiff at the breaking ball. 2 outs. Runner at second. Top of the 5th. 4-0. Roseburg with the lead. So it brings up Cade Patterson. Single his first time up. Patterson takes the pitch. Outside. 1 ball and no strikes. So Wirtz looking to get out of this inning without allowing a run. Still has the shutout intact. 1-0 in the dirt. Robbins lost it, and advancing over to third base is Sickler. So a runner at third, 2 outs, 2 balls and no strikes from Wirtz, who's only allowed 4 hits, 1 walk with 3 strikeouts. Two-0 pitch, fouled back, 2-1. Riley Cheney out to go retrieve the ball. He had a really strong outing in the game yesterday. Did not get the victory. Offense didn't necessarily help him out. 2-1 pitch. It's fouled back, 2-2. Cheney pitched a complete game. 6 innings, as the Docs were the visiting team, and lost. 6 hits, 4 runs. Not all were earned, with no walks and 7 strikeouts. 2-2 pitch from Wirtz. Swing and a miss. Another breaking ball and another whiff. 2 strikeouts with a runner in scoring position as he leaves 1 stranded after 1 hit in the inning. No runs and no errors. We now head to the bottom of the 5th inning. It is 4-0. Roseburg with the lead here on 541radio.com and the Score 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
To expand your portfolio? Consolidate your investments with Palm Wealth Management. Our trusted team makes it easy to diversify and track your investments. Let Palm Wealth Management coordinate your financial strategy. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Turn your home into your dream sanctuary with help from Douglas County Farmers Co-op. For over 100 years, we've carried everything you need to keep your garden and crops green and growing, including a large selection of soil mixes, composts, fertilizers, and other soil amendments. You'll also find stones, boulders, gravel, and more to add structure and diversity to your yard. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Brook Communications radio stations have joined forces with the News Review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
First pitch here in the bottom of the fifth inning is taken inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Ty Hellenthal, Paxton Burke, and Logan Anderson due up. So the 9-hole hitter, Hellenthal at the plate, popped up to the shortstop his first time up. 2 balls and no strikes. Hellenthal swings and fouls it back, 2-1. Hellenthal, he's going to be playing here a little bit more at Champion Car Wash Field. Golden Knees committed to go play baseball for head coach Jake Whistler and the UCC Riverhawks. So he's staying in the Umpqua Valley. The 2A, 1A, player of the year for the past 2 seasons out at Umpqua Valley Christian. 2 balls and 1 strike, the pitch. It's fouled away. Dominic Daffrin, he's done a pretty good job since the first inning. He allowed 5 hits and 4 runs in the first. Since then, he's sat the Ducks down in order. Pitch misses the zone. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch, way outside. And Hellenthal has a walk as he sprints off towards first base. So to bring up Paxton Burke, a walk and a strikeout so far. So Burke looking for his first hit. Corner of the infield comes in, and McFall anticipating maybe a Burke bunt in the situation to try to advance Hellenthal into scoring position. And there is the bunt. He pulls it back, and the pitch misses inside. It gets away from Patterson, and Hellenthal ends up at second base, sliding in there safely. The throw goes to second. Now it's into center field as Hellenthal is at third base. So just like that, a couple of miscues by the Mustangs, and a runner is at third base in the bottom of the fifth. Something's brewing for the Ducks in the bottom of 5. They had not had a base runner since the first inning, and all of a sudden you put a Doc on the pond. Good things happen. 1-0 pitch to Paxton Burke. It's slapped to foul off towards left field side. 1 ball and 1 strike. All 4 infielders come in with the runner at third and nobody out. 1-1 pitch to Paxton. Line drive right to the shortstop, Bloodworth. Was able to just snag the liner. Makes the catch. 1 away.
Next batter, number 4, Logan Anderson.
1 out. Runner at third for Logan Anderson. 4-0 the score. It's the Dr. Stewart's with the lead in the bottom of the 5th. Anderson, a single and a fly out thus far. Anderson takes the first pitch for a strike. 0-1. It's a hot day here in the Umpqua Valley. Cooling down a little bit. 86 degrees the current temperature. 89 was the temperature at first pitch. Anderson gets a talking to from head coach Tim Sestair. Trying to add on to the lead. Ken Sestair yesterday made a big point. You can't sit on a lead. You got to keep pushing, and teams won't quit, so you got to keep scoring, and that's what the Ducks are looking to do here in the bottom of the 5th inning. No balls and 1 strike. Pitch from Daffrin. Ground ball to the left side. Sliding play by Bloodworth. He gets up, sidearms it to first base, and he retires Anderson. Bloodworth, a couple of nice plays. The shortstop from Feather River College. Makes 2 crucial outs for Medford. And now a pair of outs on the board for the 3-hole hitter, Cal Robbins, with a runner at third base. Robbins up to the plate and actually heading to first base. They're going to intentionally walk him. They don't want to have Cal swing it. Instead, they'd rather have Daniel Withers come up. So runners on the corners, 2 outs. And now behind the plate, Brady Patterson directing the defense. See if Robbins tries to get himself in a rundown with the runner at third. Maybe try to sacrifice himself to get that extra run. First pitch, Withers swings right through it, 0-1. 4-0, Ducks with the lead. 4 runs in the first inning for Roseburg. It was 5 hits in that inning. A couple of RBI hits. Withers skies it in the air out towards right field near the line. It's Rosenthal, and he makes the catch in fair territory for the final out. Well, 2 left stranded after 2 walks, no runs, no hits, and 1 error. We now head to the 6th inning. The score is 4-0. Roseburg with the lead here on 541radio.com, and the score 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Brook Communications radio stations have joined forces with a news review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
It wasn't until 1925 that the American Legion gave birth to its first youth program, and that was American Legion Baseball. And the emphasis was on citizenship and sportsmanship.
Travel ball, a lot of the times you go and you play and it's kind of just more of an individual game. But in Legion Baseball, it's more of a team working towards a goal, and I really appreciate that.
That you're playing for something more than just yourself. I'm playing for all the past veterans who have served. We're playing for the people who are still serving in the military. And it's a huge honor to be part of this program.
4-0 the score in the top of the 6th inning. Medford Mustangs coming back up to the plate. Tanner Wirtz still out there for the Dr. Stewarts. He's done a pretty good job so far, has not allowed a run. The incoming sophomore at Roseburg High School fires in a first pitch outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Easton Curtis, Jackson Rosenthal, and Keller Bloodworth do up. Batters 1, 2, and 3. 1-0 pitch. In for a strike, 1-1 to Curtis. Curtis hitless, a fly out and a ground out into a double play. Wirtz's 1-1 pitch, breaking ball that's slapped into center field. A base knock for Easton Curtis. Leadoff man is aboard for the Mustangs. So each team with 5 hits, but 4 runs for Roseburg. They made them count in the first. It was a walk to Paxton Burke to start. And 2 straight singles, an RBI by Cal Robbins, a fly out to center field, a single by Jake Johnson, single by Dane St. Clair, and a 2 RBI hit for Taj Flora. Throw back towards first base. Curtis dives back there safely. He's got some wheels over there at first base. Rosenthal at the plate. Takes a breaking ball for a strike, 0-1 from Wirtz. Walk and a ground out so far. So Rosenthal looking for his first hit. No balls and 1 strike. Wirtz working out of the stretch. Looks back towards first base. Comes set at the waist. Kicks and delivers. Pitches high. Throw goes down towards second base. The throw from Robbins gets Curtis. Good throw from Cal. He pops up and gets the out at second. 1 away. 1 ball and 1 strike. And now nobody on in the top of the 6th inning with 1 out on the board. Medford trying to get some offense going as the 1-1 pitch is fouled away, 1-2. They got 5 outs to work with to try to score 4 runs. Rosenthal at the plate at Lassen College, an experienced college baseball player back to playing Legion baseball. 1-2 pitch. Line drive out towards right field, and it's down for a base hit. Flora was playing near the line, and he fields and throws it in to keep it a single for Rosenthal. It's the second hit of the inning, but a runner at first base after the nice play by Robbins. He's made a couple of really nice defensive plays today. Also has that RBI hit. 10 RBIs this season brought to you by Umpqua Bank. Whether it's great deals on investment, saving on loans, or lines of credit, or personal banking with no overdraft fees, you can cash in with Umpqua Bank. Member FDIC. Swinging a ground ball off towards left side, under the mitt of Withers into left field by Kellen Bloodworth. 3 straight singles, but 2 on with 1 out in the top of the 6th inning. Stop by one of Umpqua Bank's 6 branches in Douglas County, in Roseburg, Sutherland, Myrtle Creek, and Canyonville. And now coming out is pitcher A.J. Doolittle. Special thanks to our sponsor, Southern Septic Service. Nobody sticks their nose in Southern Septic Service's business. Get a free, no-obligation estimate today for all your septic, grease trap, and portable toilet needs. Visit Southern Septic Service, Inc.com. So Doolittle out to talk things over with the team. Infield comes in as well. Hope everybody's having a good week. Preparing for the holidays. You got 4th of July coming up on Friday, a 3-day weekend for most folks.
With the break of the action, don't forget the food booth is open down there behind the first base dugout outside.
Going to have the 4th of July tournament here, Single A Legion baseball tournament here at Champion Car Wash Field. Dr. Stewart's will be up in Eugene for the Papa's Pizza tournament. That starts on Wednesday. So 2 games today, then 2 games tomorrow against Eugene, and then Wednesday through Sunday, more games. They have not had a day off since last Tuesday. So 2 on and 1 out. Sean McFall, the cleanup hitter at the plate. First pitch, McFall takes it outside, 1-0. McFall, a strikeout and a pop-up. He's hitless today. His 3rd look at Danner Wirtz. 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball. Catches the low outside corner. 1-1. Curveball is certainly working today for Wirtz. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Danner. Swing and a miss. Set a ball in the dirt. 1-2. Trying to get that second out with 2 on. Rosenthal at second, Bloodworth at first. Mustangs threatening. They have 7 hits today. They've out-hit the Doc Stewarts, but no runs. 1-2 pitch. Popped out of play. We'll do the 1-2 again. A hot day with the wind blowing out towards right field, but this is a pitcher's ballpark. Tough place to hit a home run. The ball just does not fly here. 1-2. Down and away. Robbins keeps it in front of him. Keep the runners at bay. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Wirtz. Love a ground ball up the middle. He's turned 2 double plays today. And now will step off the mound. Two balls and 2 strikes. Pitch from Wirtz. Ground ball towards the left side. Burke fields. He has no play. Just a perfect infield hit for Sean McFall. As the bases are now loaded, Burke saved a run by getting to it deep in the 6 hole. Prevents it from going into left field. This 3rd time through the order. 4 singles for Medford. Easton Curtis led things off with a single. He was caught stealing at second. That the only out in the inning. Bases loaded, 1 out for Tristan Malari. A single and a strikeout so far for him. Line drive towards right center field by Malari, and it finds the gap. Malari's heading towards second. That's going to clear the bases. Malari's heading towards third as Flora fires it in. It's a bases clearing triple, and the Mustangs have cut the lead down to 1. Tying run now at third. In the top of the 6th inning, this Mustangs team will not quit. They've been on a roll. And now Grady Sickler will come up to the plate, and now the infield will come in and try to calm down Wirtz after allowing the triple. So a 3 RBI triple for Tristan Malari. Again, RBI is brought to you by Umpqua Bank. Whether it's great deals on investment, saving on loans, and lines of credit, or personal banking with no overdraft fees, you can cash in with Umpqua Bank, member FDIC. Stop by one of their 6 branches in Douglas County, in Roseburg, Sutherland, Myrtle Creek, and Canyonville. Infield comes in, 1 out, runner at third base. Chopper towards third, Withers waits for it, leaps, fields, throws to first base, and gets the out there. So 2 outs, runner at third base. 4-3 the score. Brings up Caden Painter. Big at bat here. 2 outs. The game-tying run at third base. Wirtz pitch is down and away, 1-0. And the Mustangs back in Medford in the 5th inning in game number 1. About a week and a half ago. 11 runs in the 5th. 1-0 pitch from Wirtz. Check swing. He did not go around. 2-0. Then in game number 2, it was a 6-run 6th inning. So late cricket number innings offensively for the Mustangs against the Dr. Stewarts. Pitch down and away. 3 balls and no strikes from Wirtz. And they've done it again late here this afternoon. A pitcher is warming up in the bullpen for the Dr. Stewarts. 3-0 pitch from Danner. In for a strike. 3-1. Three balls and 1 strike. Wirtz will come set at the waist. Kick and deal. Hit up the middle, off the mound, and into center field. It's a tie ball game. 6 straight hits in the 6th. 4-4, the Mustangs tie it. Medford now up to 10 hits, and Roseburg hasn't had a hit since the 1st inning. They were clinging on to the 4-0 lead. Wirtz had done his part through the first 5 innings, but the Mustangs have figured him out the 3rd time through the order. Still 0-1. So Painter out. Painter at first after the RBI single. Pitch is inside to Brady Patterson. 1 ball and 1 strike. So 2 outs, a runner at first base. 4-4 the score in the top of the 6th inning. Wirtz will throw back towards first base, and diving back there safely is Patterson. One ball and 1 strike. And the ball gets past Robbins. Is advancing to second base is Painter, and now the go-ahead run is in scoring position for the Mustangs. 2 balls and 1 strike. Patterson, the 8-hole hitter, with a chance to give Medford their first lead of the game. The 2-1 bounces in. Trying to go towards third base is Painter. The throw to third was there, but it gets away from Withers. So a runner at third base. 2 outs. Go-ahead run 90 feet away from scoring in the top of the 6th inning. Wirtz remains in the game as a pitcher is still warming up for the Dr. Stewarts. The 3-1. Chopper foul. The count goes full. Just trying to get out of this inning after 6 hits have been recorded. 6 hits for Medford in the inning. Three balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Inside, it's a walk. And the inning will continue. That just the second walk issued by Wirtz.
Next batter, number 6, Cade Pedersen.
Brings up Cade Pedersen. They're going to keep Wirtz in the game as the pitcher continues to warm up. Warming up for Roseburg is Ryan Shaver. And now over to talk things over with his coach is Cade Pedersen, who's the 9th batter of the inning. It led things off with Easton Curtis recording a single. He was caught stealing, and then single to load them all up. Bases clearing triple by Tristan Malari. Ground ball out towards third, put 2 outs on the board, but then a 2 RBI single by Keegan Painter. Tied the game at 4. He advanced to third on a couple of wild pitches, and now runners on the corners after the walk. Pitches outside, 1 ball and no strikes to Cade Pedersen. So Shaver continues to warm up. They have faith in Wirtz that he can get through this inning. 1-0 pitch, runner on the move. Grounded right back up the middle. Wirtz fields and goes to first and gets the out there. So the game is now tied after a total of 4 runs come in on 6 hits in the inning. 2 left stranded, no errors defensively. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's a brand new ball game. Dr. Stewart's looking for their first hit since the first. We'll see what they can do offensively on the other half of this break. You're on 541radio.com and the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Bottom of the 6th inning, it's a brand new ball game here in game number 1 of the doubleheader. I was just talking about it in the break. Kenny Sherman walked in, and then 4 runs came in, so I blame him. On to the bottom of the 6th inning. Dr. Stewart's looking to get things going offensively. Jake Johnson, Dane St. Clair, and Taj Flora as Johnson swings and grounds 1 towards third base. Throw to first in time from Sean McFall. 1 up, 1 down on 1 pitch in the bottom of the 6th inning. Dominic Daffrin still out there for the Medford Mustangs. He's been excellent, has not allowed a hit since the first, only 1 base runner since the first inning. Make it 2. They had the intentional walk to Cal Robbins. He walked Ty Hellenthal last inning, left 2 stranded. As St. Clair swings and fouls back the first pitch. 0-1. So 4-4 the score. 0-1 pitch. St. Clair lines it off towards left field, and it's down for a base hit. And now it gets past Pedersen, the left fielder, and that allows St. Clair to take second base. This turf is bouncy, and it bounces right over Pedersen, the left fielder. So now the go-ahead run in scoring position after the single and an advancement to second on the air.
The next batter, number 8, Taj Flora.
So it brings up Taj Flora with a runner at second base. Flora, a 2 RBI single in the first, a fly out to left field, his last time up in the fourth. St. Clair with speed at second base, just needs a base knock to try to get home. As the pitch is down low, 1 ball and no strikes to Flora. That was the first hit since the first inning. St. Clair had a single, he's 2 for 3. 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch. Flora swings and fouls it off. It was heading towards the right-handed hitter's batter's box. Not sure how he made contact. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Daffrin is 1-1 pitch. It's fouled back by Flora. 1-2. Flora has figured out his swing. A .389 hitter this season. He was the player of the game in the game on Saturday against Salem with his 3 hits, 2 runs, and 2 RBIs. 1-2. Fouls it away, a fastball high, and just makes contact. Gotta say, I interviewed him after the game, and for the first time standing next to him, he is a large human being. He is certainly tall and has a massive swing with really long arms. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Chases the fastball high. Daffrin gets a strikeout. It's his 5th of the game. 2 outs, a runner at second base. 4-4 the score in the bottom of the 6th. Brings up Fletcher Coleman. Grounded into a double play and struck out swinging. Looking for a big hit. First pitch, it's outside, 1-0. Again, Coleman came in today as the team leader in batting average, batting .412. Limited action, 7 hits, 17 at-bats with a pair of ribbies. 1-0 pitch. It's taken outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Really close call, and the Medford fans wanted that one. 2 balls and no strikes. Pitch to Coleman. Outside. 3 balls and no strikes. See if Coleman gets the green light here. On deck is Ty Hellenthal. 3-0 pitch. In for a strike. On deck sponsor is the Blind Man. If you're feeling the heat when you're on deck, contact the Blind Man, a Hunter Douglas Gallery dealer in Roseburg. They can help you with several patio shade options to beat the summer heat or other designs for your home. Coleman takes down an inside, and it's a walk. You can visit blindmanroseburg.com for more details. 2 outs, 2 on for the 9-hole hitter, Ty Hellenthal. Pop up and a walk so far for Hellenthal. Led off last inning with a walk against Daffrin. Pitch is outside, 1-0. The walk just given up to Fletcher Coleman, his 3rd officially. Had an intentional walk in there as well. I'd say it's the 2nd, as now going out there is the pitching coach for the Medford Mustangs, Brett Wolf. Infield will come in as well. Special thanks to our sponsor, Roseburg Country Club, established in 1922, offering an 18-hole course with excellent year-round playability. You can find out more at roseburgcountryclub.com. Be fun to go golf sometime soon. There's been a lot of baseball as of late. Joey got to go to the golf course on Saturday. He golfed at Roseburg Country Club. Plus 21 on the front 9. Plus 10 on the back 9. A lot better for him in the back 9. 1 ball and no strikes to Ty Hellenthal. At first is Coleman. At second, with speed, is St. Clair. Just need a base hit. Hellenthal swings and flies it out towards center field. Easton Curtis trots over, circles under it, and makes the catch for the final out. Two left stranded after one hit, an error, and a walk. We're headed to the seventh. We're still tied 4-4 as we head to the top of 7 here on 541radio.com and the Score 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Johnson Lumber Company, a forward-thinking family company, has been operating in the Douglas County community for over 60 years. Founded by Don R. Johnson, the man who set the tone of commitment to these local communities by providing stable, long-term employment. D.R. Johnson Lumber Company understands the significance of investing in our youth because they are the foundation of our future. That's why they're a proud supporter of Roseburg Dr. Stewart's. Come watch the Docs swing some lumber with D.R. Johnson Lumber Company. Go Docs!
Playing second base, number 9, Caden Sprague.
New pitcher into the game for the Dr. Stewart's. Pitching changes this season brought to you by Overhead Door Company of Roseburg. If your garage doors are broken or just need updating, make the call to the Overhead Door Company of Roseburg for a change. They also provide full-service repairs. You can visit overheaddoorcompany.com. So, coming up to hit, it's the top of the order. Batters 1, 2, and 3. Easton Curtis, Jackson Rosenthal, and Keller Bloodworth against Paxton Burke. Burke goes from shortstop to the mound. Going over from second base to shortstop, it's Logan Anderson. And coming into the game, it's Ryan Shaver over at second base. So those are the defensive substitutions with Paxton Burke coming to the mound. This should be fun. We saw Burke for one inning over the weekend at the Coach K tournament. It was a really good 1-2-3 inning as he misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Allowed 1 hit. Also got a strikeout. Runner was caught stealing, so it was an efficient 1-2-3 inning. Fly ball out towards right center field. A long run for St. Clair, and he collides in right field with Taj Flora. But Flora made the catch. Oh, my goodness. They both seem to be okay. That is the good news, and the great news is that Flora hung on for the catch as Curtis is out. Incredible play, and, well, now Flora is limping a little bit. He's shaken up. And it's going to be a long walk out for head coach Tim Sestair. I think Flora is trying to walk this one off. Ryan Shaver went out there to greet him. So Stares at the second base bag now. Rarely do you see a collision like that and a guy actually hangs on to the ball. But all of a sudden, after the dust had settled, just looked out towards right field, and Flora held his glove up. So Stair out with Flora at the moment. Takes the glove from his right fielder. The two of them talk about be keeping him in the game. Special thanks to our sponsor, Gibbs RV Superstore. You got to get to Gibbs, where RV means real value. Looks like Flora's going to remain in the game. So he allowed out to start. 4-4 the score, top of the 7th inning. Dr. Stewart's led 4-0 for a majority of the game. Scored 4 runs in the bottom of the first. Scoreless frames for each team in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Then 4 runs in the top of the 6th inning. A total of 6 hits.
The next batter, number 20, Jackson Rosenthal.
And now Jackson Rosenthal will stand in. Single, a walk, and a ground out. Rosenthal takes pitch for a strike from Burke. 0-1. So Burke had a 1-2-3 inning. Asked Coach Sestair, is this something that we're going to start to see? Burke in the rotation. 0-1, it's fouled back. 0-2, and he said, well, he's going to be in the zone. That's what he could say. He's going to be in the zone. That's certainly what he's been so far. He's the type of pitcher that he'll get it across the plate and let the hitters try to hit it. The 0-2 flared out towards left field. Fletcher Coleman over to make the catch. 2 up, 2 down to start this top of the 7th inning for Paxton Burke on the mound. Final line for Danner Wirth, 6 innings pitched, 10 hits, 4 runs, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts.
Now batting number 37, Keller Bloodworth.
Keller Bloodworth will now stand in. Grounded into a double play. Back in the first, a fly out to left field in the 4th. A single and a run scored. His last time up. Takes a pitch outside, 1-0. So 2 outs, 4-4 the score. Medford out hitting the Dr. Stewart's 10-6 today. 1-0. Movement from Burke. It's outside, 2-0. Tell you what, it's really fun to watch Paxton pitch. He's got that nice quarter arm slot. Pitch outside. 3 balls and no strikes. Trying to find the zone here. Worked quickly to Curtis and Rosenthal. Now falls behind to the 3-hole hitter, Sean McFall on deck. 3-0. In for a strike, 3-1. And on deck sponsor is the Blind Man. If you're feeling the heat when you're on deck, contact the Blind Man, a Hunter Douglas Gallery dealer in Roseburg. 3-1 pitch, in for a strike, 3-2. They can help you with several patio shade options to beat the summer heat or other design options for your home. Visit blindmanroseburg.com for more details. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Line drive on 1 hop over to the shortstop, Logan Anderson. The throw to first base in time. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Paxton Burke. As we'll head to the bottom of the 7th, the Dr. Stewart's trying to walk it off in game number 1. It is 4-4. We'll see if they can get it done on the other half of this break here on 541radio.com and the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
To expand your portfolio? Consolidate your investments with Palm Wealth Management. Our trusted team makes it easy to diversify and track your investments. Let Palm Wealth Management coordinate your financial strategy. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Turn your home into your dream sanctuary with help from Douglas County Farmers Co-op. For over 100 years, we've carried everything you need to keep your garden and crops green and growing, including a large selection of soil mixes, composts, fertilizers, and other soil amendments. You'll also find stones, boulders, gravel, and more to add structure and diversity to your yard. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Brook Communications radio stations have joined forces with the News Review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with Lotus Media Group, LLC.com.
Bottom of the 7th inning, special thanks to our sponsor, McClendon Smokehouse, a family-owned meat shop and smokehouse offering a wide selection plus fresh produce, baked goods, and a general grocery selection. Stop by on West Harvard Avenue. Dominic Daffrin, his day is done after 6 innings pitched. He allowed 6 hits with 4 runs, all coming in the first inning. Total of 3 walks, although 1 was an intentional walk, and he had 5 strikeouts. Gives it over to Keller Bloodworth. So Bloodworth goes from shortstop to the mound, just like Paxton Burke did. I believe Dom Daffrin would go to shortstop then. I'll look and see. Sean McFall is at shortstop. I believe Jake Lewis is now at third. So those are the substitutions. So Lewis at third. First pitch to Paxton Burke from Bloodworth is high. 1 ball and no strikes here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 4th time through the order for the Dr. Stewarts. Bloodworth fires in a pitch that's fouled back by Burke. 1-1. Burke a walk, a strikeout, and a line out. Looking for his first base hit. The pitcher batting for himself after a 1-2-3 inning on the mound. 1 ball and 1 strike in game number 1 of this doubleheader. Pitch outside by Bloodworth. 2-1. Bloodworth, second team All-League player at Ashland 2024. Pitch outside, 3 balls and 1 strike. At Feather River College this past spring. Had 4 plate appearances in 3 games for the Golden Eagles. 3-1. Burke takes it inside, and the winning run is on base for Roseburg in the top of the 7th. It'll bring up Logan Anderson. So a runner at first base and Paxton Burke. Speed on the base paths. Anderson looks back towards the dugout. Maybe seeing about whether or not he should lay one down and try to get a sacrifice bunt. He had a single in the first, a fly out in the second, and a ground out in the 5th. Anderson shows bunt. Tried to get the bunt down. It was a fastball by Bloodworth, and Anderson couldn't see it. It's fouled back, 0-1. Medford coming from behind, tying the game late. It was the story the first time through against the Mustangs for the Dr. Stewarts. Pitch in, and it's down and inside. Anderson had bunt. He pulled it back, but they say he kept it there long enough that it's going to go down as a strike. Oof, brutal break. No balls and 2 strikes according to the field umpire. Home plate umpire was content. Throw back towards first base, and Burke is back there safely. No balls and 2 strikes. Anderson shows bunt, and he bunts it foul, and that's a strikeout. So he tried to bunt it, get it down with 2 strikes, and goes down as a strikeout, and an odd decision. First strikeout for Bloodworth. And it brings up Cal Robbins. Intentionally walked his last time up. RBI single in the first and a strikeout in the 3rd. First pitch, Robbins takes a strike. Low outside corner, 0-1. Winning run at first base. If Cal can find a alley, who knows, with Burke's speed. Throw back towards first, Burke back there safely. No balls and 1 strike to Cal Robbins. The pitch, Burke on the move, swing and a miss. Throw goes down towards second. It's late. Good backup by McFall into center field. Had to dive and save it from going into dead center. Burke may have ended up at third otherwise. No balls and 2 strikes to Robbins after a big cut and a miss. But the winning run is in scoring position. No balls and 2 strikes. Robbins looking for his 2nd RBI hit of the game. And a throw back towards second base. Bloodworth lifted the leg, but went back towards the second base bag. The 0-2. Robbins, line drive, right field. Burke at third base, gets waved. The throw from right field. It's not going to be in time. Roseburg wins. RBI single for Cal Robbins. And the Doc Stewarts win game 1, 5-4. Cal Robbins, his 2nd RBI single of the game, had one in the first, and after being held scoreless For innings 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, the Docs come through in the bottom of the 7th, and they pick up their second Area 4 win of the season. They get it done in 7, just in the nick of time, and win on a walk-off single by Cal Robbins. What a game number 1 was, as the Docs win by 1. Heck of a game. So, a lot to recap from that opener. The Dr. Stewart's win, 5-4. It's the 7th hit of the game that does it for the Doc Stewarts. So, with that, we'll take our 3-minute timeout. When we return, we'll tally up all the final statistics and get you set for game number 2 here on 541radio.com and the Score 92.3 FM. And
hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
It wasn't until 1925 that the American Legion gave birth to its first youth program, and that was American Legion Baseball. And the emphasis was on citizenship and sportsmanship.
Travel ball, a lot of the times you go and you play and it's kind of just more of an individual game. But in Legion Baseball, it's more of a team working towards a goal, and I really appreciate that.
That you're playing for something more than just yourself. I'm playing for all the past veterans who have served. We're playing for the people who are still serving in the military. And it's a huge honor to be part of this program.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in the backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
D.R. Johnson Lumber Company, a forward-thinking family company, has been operating in the Douglas County community for over 60 years. Founded by Don R. Johnson, the man who set the tone of commitment to these local communities by providing stable, long-term employment. D.R. Johnson Lumber Company understands the significance of investing in our youth because they are the foundation of our future. That's why they're a proud supporter of Roseburg Dr. Stewart's. Come watch the Docs swing some lumber with D.R. Johnson Lumber Company. Go Docs!
Turn your home into your dream sanctuary with help from Douglas County Farmers Co-op. For over 100 years, we've carried everything you need to keep your garden and crops green and growing, including a large selection of soil mixes, composts, fertilizers, and other soil amendments. You'll also find stones, boulders, gravel, and more to add structure and diversity to your yard. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Back here at Champion Car Wash Field, 5-4 the final. A walk-off hit for Cal Robbins. His second RBI single of the game does it for the Dr. Stewarts in game number 1 against the Medford Mustangs. As we take a look at the D.R. Johnson scoreboard update, 4 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors for Medford, 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Dr. Stewart. Scoreboard updates brought to you by D.R. Johnson Lumber Co., a progressive family-owned company proudly supporting our local youth. Come out and watch the Doc swing some lumber. D.R. Johnson, making lumber since 1951. The Dr. Stewarts pick up their second Area 4 win of the season. They win game number 1, almost blew a 4-0 lead. They led 4-0 after the first inning. The Party got started with Paxton Burke in the first inning. A walk to lead things off. Logan Anderson and Cal Robbins each had a single. Robbins picking up an RBI in the first. After a fly out to center field by Daniel Withers, Jake Johnson had a single. Dane St. Clair had an RBI single. And Taj Flora brought in 2 runs with a base hit in the first. The Docs did not have a hit again until the 6th inning. St. Clair led things off with a single, advanced to second with an error, but he was left stranded in scoring position after his 1-out base hit. Then, before that, in the top of the 6th inning, it was Medford, a hit parade. In that inning, a total of 6 hits, including the first 5 batters of the inning getting hits. 4 straight singles. Easton Curtis led things off with a single. He was caught stealing at second base. Single, single, single. Bases clearing triple by Tristan Malari, driving in 3 runs that cut the lead down from 4 to 3. 4 to 3, the score at that point, a 1-run lead for Roseburg. After a ground out to third, Keegan Painter had an RBI single to tie the game. And then after that point, Roseburg was held scoreless in the 6th. It was a 1-2-3 inning for Paxton Burke on the mound in the 7th inning. And then in the bottom of the 7th, Paxton Burke again led things off with a walk. Good things happen when you get a free 90. Advances to second base with the stolen base. After a Logan Anderson strikeout on a bad bunt attempt with 2 strikes, Cal Robbins was able to drive him home and have the game-winning hit. Robbins, the catcher, doing it today. A couple of really great plays as well defensively, threw out a couple of runners, and also had that diving play behind home plate where it was a pop-up behind home plate in the 4th inning to rob Sean McFall of an opportunity to try to get on base as McFall popped it up in foul territory. Robbins didn't know where it was. He was looking for another ball from the umpire and said, "Hold up, I need to go catch this," and ran and dove and laid out with all of his catcher's gear on to make an incredible catch in the 4th inning. No doubt the player of the game in game number 1. The Knox Stewarts now 8-9 on the season, 2-3 in Area 4 play. That just the 3rd loss of the season for Medford. They are now 19-3, 5-2 in Area 4 play. If Roseburg can win game number 2 against Medford, they'll be back even at 500 for the first time this season. They've crawled their way back after those 2 losses to Medford a week and a half ago. The Doc Stewarts dropped to 0-6 to start the season. They are now 8-9 and a chance at 500 coming up in game number 2. Winning pitcher is Paxton Burke. Really funny to say. That just his 2nd outing of the year. The shortstop, a good 1-2-3 inning for the 2nd time this season. He's got some stuff. That quarter arm slot is certainly fun to watch for Burke and a good inning for him on the mound. He is the winning pitcher. Losing pitcher is Keller Bloodworth. 3rd of inning pitch for him with 1 hit and the 1 run with 1 walk and 1 strikeout. Dominic Daffrin, a good outing for him. 6 innings pitch with 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts. After the 1st inning, he locked in and had 1, 2, 3 innings in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th inning. 5th inning had a leadoff walk, allowed 2 base runners, but nothing going for the Docs, and was able to complete the 6th inning before Bloodworth came in the 7th. Danner Wirtz, 6 innings pitched for him, 10 hits, 4 runs, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Really, a majority of that damage was done in the 6th inning. Prior to the 6th, he was cruising. Had his 3rd and 4th strikeout in the 5th inning before the 3rd time through the order did it to him with that 4-run, 6-hit inning for the Mustangs. Game number 2 coming up in just a few moments. If you're watching online, we're going to stop this stream, and then we'll get the 2nd stream up and rolling in just a few moments. If you're listening on the radio, we'll take a 3-minute timeout. When we come back for that start of the 2nd stream, we'll have Paxton Burke actually on. Joey Keyran last week had an opportunity to interview Paxton, a returner for the Dr. Stewarts this season. Mid-season call-up last year. In fact, it was down in Medford last year that Burke got the call-up from the Pepsi bottle caps to the Dr. Stewarts. And he's back with the Docs this season after a really good junior year with the Roseburg Indians. So, Roseburg wins 5-4 in game number 1 of the doubleheader today. Again, 5 runs on 7 hits, no errors for the Doc Stewarts, 4 runs on 10 hits, and 2 errors for the Mustangs. Again, we're going to stop the stream online if you're watching. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at 1490 The Score. We're going to be broadcasting Doc Stewart's games all throughout the year, and then Roseburg High School sports, plus other schools in Douglas County sprinkled in there throughout the season. Docs win. They are now 8-9 on the season. Take a 3-minute timeout. When we return, we'll have that interview with Paxton Burke here on 541radio.com and The Score, 92.3 FM and 14.